starting up a live stream. Hopefully gonna get a decent way done with this Fortnite Part 2, and then try and get some weekly challenges done is the goal. And of course Joe Rogan just went live too, one of the YouTubers that I watch. Let me see if I can get my video that I'm recording, well, my live stream up here so I can see the comment section if anybody decides to tune in, because streams have been dead lately, so hopefully during the holidays they'll pick up a little bit. Everybody being bored, having to sit around and be with family, they can watch me play Fortnite because I don't have to be around my family. Here we go. Let me turn off my volume so I'm not getting me going back through. Alright, let me actually send out a test message, see if it works. And then it should pop up on my screen that I get a message. So, well, that's just saying that I'm viewing my own live stream, and the message. It's a solid, like, minute delay. So, if you decide to tune in and watch, yeah, it's like a minute. So if you decide to tune in, I might not notice you're there, until like a minute. And then I will try and make a comment. Oh, I just realized, whoops, okay, let's go back. Alright, so I just realized there is a whole nother page to this, so I will not be finishing this today. Let me just see who's on right quick, see if I got some buddies on that would want to play. This guy is definitely going to want to play. You guys have seen him several times on the channel. Let's invite to party and see if he shows up. And can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see this. Alright, so you guys can see who I'm inviting. Anybody that does decide to stop into the live stream, feel free to send me a request. I also do watch Netflix through here, and I have Netflix running in the background whenever I like do homework and stuff. So, so please don't spam me if it says I'm not playing Fortnite. That's probably what I'm doing, and I'm trying to do homework. I'm not necessarily trying to play Fortnite. Let's see, Twin Peaks. Okay. Mission selected. Okay. Well, let's see if he wants to jump on in. Oh, I've got two. Sent you a friend request. Alright, let's accept both of these. I do make it a habit to accept anybody who sends me a friend request. Again, I will unfriend you if you're a PlayStation friend. If you don't get on at least like once a month, I'm just gonna unfriend you, because it's like you obviously don't play enough. If you're looking for information, let's put it this way, if you are all the way down this far down the YouTube looking at a channel that's this unpopular as mine is, if you're that dedicated to Fortnite information and gameplay, I'm assuming you're gonna be playing more than once a month. Just an assumption, and you know, assumptions make an ass out of you and me. I mean, that's a saying. So, I mean, it's completely possible that you just randomly stumbled across this channel. That's completely possible. But I'm assuming the person watching me is going to be somebody who plays quite a bit. So nobody decided to jump in. Let's send one more invite and see if he pops in. Otherwise, I'm probably going to do one more mission. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Started up a live stream, so I might be talking to them too sometimes if somebody decides to stop by and make a comment. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
But okay. So what do you have anything you're trying to do right now?
Yeah, just the V-Buck missions, because missions refreshed.
Oh, they just refreshed?
Yeah, there's some V-Buck missions around. If you want to try to find one, find some on this.
I didn't even look at that. Oh wait, I gotta turn this to private right quick. Apply.
It doesn't work on public like last time.
That's only so we can get around that in the whoops, what was it? Fort Nightmares event missions. We can get around it.
Oh, it's only the 4 nightmares.
Yeah, but these we have to turn it to
Oh, okay.
private.
Yeah, because I'm like required to be at a certain power level.
Yeah, you're required to be at. You're basically you would need to be powerful enough to do these missions the same way I can do these missions.
Okay.
Specifically for Twine Peaks. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Candy Valley. So there were for sure some V-Bucks missions?
I'm pretty sure. I see one right now. Oh, but it says recommended power level 70, 35 V-Bucks, 102 candy. Stuff like that.
Oh, 102 power level? Is that what you were saying?
No, like the missions. Around the map. They give you V-Bucks.
In Twine Peaks, though?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I see one in Candy Valley. It's a Ride the Lightning. I'm just gonna check out the rest of Candy Valley right quick while I'm before we start up the mission.
That's what I do. I start from like top to bottom, and I just keep doing that, and like in rows. That's what I do. It's like the easiest way to like search.
Oh, man, so much lag. So much lag. So I only see one Candy Valley mission. Oop, that gives V-Bucks, so I'll start that one up. What's your power? You're 45. I'm gonna change it to public and see if we can still do this. Nope, we can't. So it's just you and me. Do you have a lot of materials?
Yes, I do.
Alright, so let me change this back to private, and I'm gonna change to a constructor.
Hold on. I have like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 stacks of 4K metal.
Nice.
Yeah, so I have a ton of that. Should I, hold up. Transfer. We're gonna use only metal, right?
I mean, we can use brick because we were using metal in your base, so it might be good to save that.
Alright.
You're getting stuff from your storm shield?
Yeah, I am.
So, yeah.
Is 4,000 metal enough?
Yeah, that should be plenty for one mission.
Okay.
I didn't see any in Twine Peaks that we could do, so I think they're all going to be Candy Valley and down. So this is the only one that we're going to be doing that's going to be just you and me.
Okay.
So yeah, that should be plenty. Am I good to start it up?
Hold up. I'm trying to get my obliterator.
I need to do more research. I haven't looked into it yet because I haven't gotten the schematic yet, but I'm thinking about once I get the candy corn machine gun, getting it to probably 108, not 130, but maxing out the perks. I've got all the materials where I could just make it all gold. I'm not sure how good it is, so have to do some research on that once I get the schematic. Am I good to start up?
Alright, yeah, ready.
Alright. I was also thinking about
putting
playing
on my best weapons that I have so far.
Yeah, no problem. You don't want anything, like, if you got 130s, you don't really want to use those, but... But yeah, I was thinking about playing some Battle Royale after this too, but I'm gonna go ahead and load in the mission real quick.
Okay.
That long load screen. Nobody's stepping in the live stream yet. Did I just pause that?
Gather storm intel, Commander.
No, I didn't.
Let's launch that
It's
van.
just being weird.
Fill her up if you'd be so kind. I need to get back up
But yeah, have you done any of the
Headed your way. Make
challenges?
sure to collect any blue glows.
The weekly challenges?
Weekly?
Stand by
For Battle
an
Royale.
important weather alert.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Okay, 'cause I was thinking about trying to hop on those, after possibly getting all the V-Bucks missions done. There's no point in marking those because nobody else is coming.
Yeah.
But,
What is this? I have like...
looking for the van. You want to be looking for blue glows?
Yeah, I know. I'll try to get some of the perks while I'm at it. So.
I think we need 5 for the actual mission.
Oh, 5 blue glow?
Yeah, 2 for the first wave and 3 for the second wave is usually what it costs.
We're playing on, 20 Peaks?
No, we're playing Candy.
Okay.
It's Canny Valley, so that's why I was saying you'd only use 130. You probably want to use 108s at the max. That's like the very top end. You can probably get away with 82s right now. Not 108s, 106s. And I miss back a while ago, before they changed it, you could use your hoverboard on the top of water to make stuff.
So I put a element on my pistol. I put energy. Is that a good one?
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
One, just because like overall.
Yeah, it's a good overall one.
Yeah.
Just because it's, I think, let's see, energy. Yeah, energy should be effective on all elemental type monsters, I believe.
Okay, so what about like normal monsters?
Physical.
Yeah, physical.
Yeah.
Does it do bonus damage too?
No, it
Just like
does.
it would with
I think
elements?
slightly less damage.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
But most monsters, when you get to higher levels, are gonna have elements on them.
Oh, okay.
Basically, if you like want just a generically good weapon, most people put energy on their weapons. If you're getting like late game, like where I'm at, it's probably good to roll so I have
one of each?
Yeah, one of each, and possibly even more than that. Having one of each that is Shadow Shard and Obsidian both. Right now I just have 2 that are energy at 106 and 2 that are energy at like basically at each of the power gaps. I have a weapon that's maxed out at that power gap. That's either Shadow Shard or Obsidian or Bright Core and what's the other one? Shadow Shard and Sunbeam. Sunbeam and Bright Core are the 2. So. And I missed the jump, so I could not place my base. Place the base. Sorry. So what other hobbies do you have, man? Other than playing Fortnite?
Not much, I guess.
My, I guess, second hobby is,
yeah.
my second main hobby is Magic the Gathering. I don't know if you've heard of it before. I'm assuming you haven't heard of it before.
Well, what? I can't hear
Magic
you.
the Gathering.
Magic what?
The Gathering. It's a card game.
Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
No, never.
It's like a super nerdy card game.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what's up? Somebody decided to stop in. But yeah, there's like a bunch of people complaining a new like product came out for that game. Everybody's like complaining about it. It's like, if you don't want to buy it, don't complain about it. Nobody wants to hear the complaints you have. It's like everybody knows it's a shitty product. Either you're gonna buy it or you're not. Just deal with it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out of mats. This should, well, let me make some traps. I should already have some made. Do I want to use one of those gas traps on this? I just messed up, didn't I? Yep, I just messed up. All this metal going to waste because I forgot to edit the window. But yeah, it's funny because people are like complaining that they can't afford something. It's like, if you can't afford it, then just wait until people open it and then buy it used. Like, just be patient. And I am completely stupid. This was the wall that I was supposed to, so I just wasted metal and a trap for no reason. There we go. Alright, let's make us some of these.
There's a stone chest over here. You wanna do it?
Possibly. 1 second though. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'll just be over here.
Alright, no problem. The storm wasn't like a corrosive storm or anything, was it?
Oh, shit. No. It's just an epic mini boss. Is the zapper or is it gun?
What's up? Sorry, I didn't catch
The
that.
zapper? The pistol? Is that good?
Is it's the one that shoots the energy balls, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, not really.
Power level 80. I found it somewhere.
Oh, well, I mean,
Check
then
it.
yeah, I'd go ahead and use it. Just gotta
Yeah.
go for it.
It's low on durability, but I mean, it's like power level 80. That's almost like the chance.
I'd just use it. No point in recycling. I'd use it until it's like about to break and then recycle it. Alright, so this is a very crude base that we built here, but yeah, I'll come to you. You said there's a storm chest over there?
Yep.
So this was what, 64 power level mission, I believe? Do you have any constructors in your heroes?
I think I do.
Because that was one thing I was going to recommend to save yourself some materials. Is just equip your constructor whenever you're in your home base. Excuse me. Birthday. So where's this?
Here. Local.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so...
Down here.
Oh, yep. I wasn't looking at the mini-map, I was trying to do something else on my phone right quick. Alright, let's start this thing. Big fat guy with the top. for
That's
some
actually
obsidian and
pretty easy.
shadow shard for you. Well, I'm using 106 power weapons, and oh wait, here we go. I'm gonna drop this for you.
79.
There's that. Did not want to equip my 130s. Blue glow, and you got the 5 blue glow. All right. I think we're good to start it up. Actually, I might need some brick because I don't know if I fully upgraded that last wall that I had to break down. Because that wasn't very much. I got one guy who tuned in. I don't know if he's still there, but he didn't leave a comment. So. I wish it told me when, like, the viewers left. That would be nice. Or, like, told me the viewer's name. I think that would be a cool feature for them to add to YouTube. Make it a little bit more personal, you know? I think we're good. I did not upgrade that one. So got, I'm not sure how much further I can stretch this. Let's use wood though instead of metal. And there. Just didn't quite make it. Alright. So all this is covered. Yeah, we should be good to start it up.
Yeah, come here.
There's a chest in here. I didn't even hear it last time. Oh. Swung the pickaxe.
So I have a question. Do you know what's shadow rainbow crystal? And
It's not worth anything yet.
what's the other stuff called? I forgot what it's
Rainbow crystal, moon glow. There's like 5 materials. One of them's honey.
Yeah, that's what the guy gave me too.
Yeah.
There's a random guy. He gave me he gave me a couple of rainbow crystals and spectralite ore, honey.
Yeah.
I think that's it that he gave me.
None of those are really worth anything.
So that doesn't do anything?
No.
Oh, okay.
So what
But
people
why
are
is it in the
expecting?
game then?
Well, it was like, you know, whenever they mess something up and then they give you like a reward, or like not a reward, but like they give you something to say, hey, we're sorry, you know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It was one of those. It was one of those type of events, and they accidentally put it in the game without it having a use. But what people are speculating is that, you know how in the beginning it says, oh, they're even in space, and we'll worry about that later, like the husks floating in space. What people are suspecting is that eventually this game will go to the moon, and that's where the moon glow and all that stuff will be found, and the weapons will go, let's say they go from like 106 to 130 right now. There's people suspecting that it'll go up to like maybe like 150 or 175 or whatever, and that those will be the materials you'll need to craft weapons at that point. To the next.
Right, because they say they're like 6 tier material.
Yeah, exactly. That's what people are suspecting. But yeah, we can start it up if you want to head on in here. That's what people are guessing is going to be used for, but as of right now, it's basically worthless. It's just taking up an inventory slot at this point. Yeah. That's
And I'll
like
keep
I
it,
have.
why not?
I think I had like 20 or 30 of each, and I just dropped it because I was like, it really has no use right now. So, I needed the inventory space at the time. Let's see if I have any spare items. There we go. That should kill a lot of the stuff. Yeah, this was a great place to have this weather balloon go. Asked for a better spot. But yeah, would you want to hop on Battle Royale after this? Or are you going to keep playing?
I can't make it fun, to be honest.
What's that?
Damn, keep playing. I placed 2 traps. This is one of the first waves though, right? So
yeah, this is the first wave.
Should be easy.
I think we'll need a little more blue glow. Add blue glow and get ready to defend the van. Flip the switch when you're ready. Defend the van.
What are your gadgets?
What's up?
We've got a bonus in play.
What are your gadgets right now that you're winning?
The 2 drones and the so I can do that.
Yeah. The propane tanks, that's good to know. Got the mini boss over here on me. Get it.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Almost nothing even made it to the traps. Oh, 5 used that trap, none used
I
that
feel like
trap,
I'm strong enough to kill
and
these
1
things
used
now.
that trap. What?
I feel like I'm strong enough to kill these things. And I'm actually doing damage now.
Launch in 3, 2, 1. Liftoff! Bonus challenge success. Good job, team. Do we have anything else to launch? I'm on a roll.
So let's, I guess, check Plankerton next.
Alright. Let's see. You know what's like the fastest way to get XP? Like Commander XP?
Like, your actual XP?
Yeah.
I'll talk about it when we get to the lobby real quick.
Okay.
Get a swig of something to drink there, wet the palate a little bit. You there?
Yep.
Alright, so the fastest way is kind of the same thing as Battle Royale, is to get in a party with like 4 friends that also need XP, and you know those like XP boosts that you'll get every once in a while?
Yep.
Yeah, you use those, and whenever you use it, it gives everybody else in the party plus 10%, and it gives you 30. So if you've got all 4 of you, you can get up to 60% bonus XP, and then, but I think it caps out at 140. So, but what you can do is get that 30, have one other person that has a boost on as well, and that gets you to 40. And then whenever your daily, the green XP bonus comes up, which gives you 100, do the highest power level missions you can. So then you're getting 140 on.
You need like
missions.
a group, right? You need like a party.
Yeah, that's kind of the best way to do it. A party of people that are also trying to farm XP.
Yeah.
I've used all mine, so well, I have ones that I can give to other people, but it won't let me use them on myself. So like I can give you a bonus, like I just did. And for some
the
reason,
little
it's only
like
giving
blue
me
bar.
5. Yeah. So that one I gave to
yeah.
you, and it should be like 2 layers of a blue bar, I think.
It's just 1.
Oh, okay. It might be only giving you 10. Let's see if this does something else. Did that
now
make
it's
it?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and now you should be getting a 10% XP boost, I believe.
Okay. How do you check those? Like,
If you
where do
go
you go?
over to your resources in the armory slot,
Okay.
and then you're on your resources, and then you click the XP teammate XP boost.
The teammate?
Yeah, teammate XP boost. It's the green one, not the or the yellow one with gray around it, not the completely yellow one.
Oh, I see. Yeah, teammate XP boost.
So you click
I
on
have
that.
3 of them.
Yeah, but just click on it. Don't use it. Just click on it once, and it should pop up with your and my name. and it
Oh
should
yeah, I
say
see
your
it.
boost, and it should say you're getting like a certain
30%.
amount. Yeah, so you're getting 30 right now, and I can't give myself one. But right now, because of your power level and everything else, I don't know how it calculates it exactly, but right now, because you've got a 30% XP boost on, I get 5%
Okay.
XP boost. So if I were able to give myself one, I would have a 35% XP boost, basically.
And the green bar is the daily bonus XP, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that's kind of the best way, is just when you've got that green bar, get a bunch of people that want to farm XP too, everybody put on an XP boost, and then jump in the strongest mission you can get into to get the most XP
yeah.
you can get. It's kind of what, so you
What's
get basically...
XP boost then? I have 5 of those.
Yeah. You don't really want to use one right now, just because of the fact that they last for, I think, 2 missions or 3 missions.
Also, team XP boost doesn't affect you, it affects your teammates, right?
Yeah, that you can only put it on your teammates.
And XP boost affects you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. How do you get more of those though?
You just have to get lucky out of chests and stuff, or if you buy like a Founders Edition, you get a bunch of them. Oh yeah, we were gonna check Plankerton next, right? For a few bucks.
Oh, so you just randomly get them in chests?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Not like end of mission chests, or llamas, I guess is what I should have said. You get them out of llamas.
Oh, like in the loot store?
Yeah.
You have to buy them with V-Bucks? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I think mini llamas can give them to you too.
Okay.
If you get lucky. Mini llamas are often garbage, but I did a.
I've heard super people's llamas are the best.
Oh yeah.
Especially with higher
But they're also
price,
1,000 V-Bucks, so.
I mean, they're worth it, I think, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, but I still like buying skins on Battle Royale, so.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of getting close to the end of the game on Save the World, so it's kind of like... Oh, I went up to Candy. So I checked Plankerton, and we already went through
So
Candy
you haven't
Valley.
completed your, like, the main quest?
It comes up with like a little, like, it's not like the same as like the regular storyline, but it comes up with a little menu of like kind of mini side quests that I can do to progress further. It's not like an actual storyline, it's just kind of like a series of quests that I can do.
Oh, it's the campaign quests have been completed? That like mini?
Yeah. So there's a 5 power level mission that's giving out 25
I have those too. So wait, I'm done with the main storyline?
Is it like some weird little menu that's not the same as it used to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, then.
So it's campaign quests have been completed, active quests, and it has a ton of like active quests.
Yeah, that's the same menu I have.
Okay, so I'm done, I guess.
I mean, basically, but
with
you're
the
not even
story...
in Twine Peaks yet, so.
Oh.
But yeah, this is gives out 25 V-Bucks mission, so it's in Stonewood, 5 power level. So use your weak guns.
Yeah.
Scratch the old beard a little bit. Well, even though you didn't stick around to that one viewer that did decide to stop by, thank you for stopping in. Any amount of views help when the channel's this small. So, let's see. I think it's weird I peaked and then now I'm already going back down. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever.
Stand by for an important weather alert.
Oh yeah, weak guns.
I'm just gonna use them early, I think.
Which one's this one? Is this one a Category 1 Fight the Storm?
Yep, Fight the Storm.
Found it.
Hello?
It's a...
Want to trade or something?
Target located.
Nah, I'm just trying to get
Drop
this
the
mission
atlas on the
done.
target when you're ready.
Is it okay if I make you a gun or something?
I mean, most likely you're not gonna have anything I need, man.
Is now available.
Okay, I
I just
need.
needed him.
Might be hard to get this gun. Okay, it's a purple one, and I need two. I need
Why do a
7
lot of
quartz
people
and 2 rotating gizmos.
like to trade? Like they want to trade with other people?
I don't know. And it's weird
How do
because
you guys?
if you notice, like, later on in the game where you're at Epic, you'll see that a lot of people, like,
How
don't
do you?
trade in that.
How do you guys get?
Yeah,
How do you guys get
that's
hoverboards?
Usually they just give me stuff. Like
Yeah.
those high level
How do you
people.
get
High
hoverboards?
level people. They just give me stuff and then like, I don't know, I just pick it up.
Hello? How do
You get it
hoverboards?
through the storyline. You'll get it eventually.
Wait, what storyline? You mean this storyline?
There's, like,
I mean,
main quests that you gotta do.
Those are like noobs that like to do that a lot.
Yeah, well, it's weird because,
Especially
like,
kids
Angelo...
and stuff.
Well, you know Angelo, you play with him a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that likes to trade, and you're probably at around the same point he is, and he's been playing, like, since the game came out. He's been playing Save the World, like, since the game came out. So, that tells you... It seems like the people that like to trade don't stick around.
Don't really like, yeah.
Get far. Because I think it eats up too much time. Like, if you spend a whole mission trying to trade with somebody, and then the mission runs longer, so you could spend up to like 3 hours in a mission just because you're trying to trade with somebody.
Yeah, because then you
versus
gotta
just
like
getting the mission done.
negotiate and all that.
Yeah.
Like,
Versus just, you know, getting the mission done and then it doesn't.
Yeah.
Then you just move on to the next mission. You can like farm XP and farm
just,
everything.
yeah, and
fast.
just keep going from there.
Well, can I get 7 quartz and 2 rotating gizmos? Hello?
But you never want to trade with like anybody you don't know. At least that's what Angel told me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna trade. I'll do.
There's some rotating.
Thanks. Good.
I
You have
use
quartz?
quartz for... No, I use quartz
Oh.
in my weapons.
Yeah, this weapon needs a quartz. So I'm just saying. Did your brother get scammed? Or Angela get scammed?
It seems like people don't scam as much now as they used to be. There used to be a lot of that, but now you can get banned for like longer periods of time if you get caught scamming. So it's not
I've been
really worth
scammed
it.
for 10 times. Like, I've been scammed for 10
Like how this
Then
Epic
you just
is
report them.
no, or people report them.
Yeah, you just report them. Yeah,
Yes?
Oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
they'll ban.
Yeah, because like if you're gonna do that, at least do that like in a private game or something.
Well, it's one of those things that, like, I mean, I don't really care because I can usually do the missions at this power level. I can just do them by myself,
Yeah.
so I don't really care a lot of the times. But yeah, I guess I should connect these. And let's see, do I have any chrome traps that I can use? Oh yeah, I have the. Where are they? Up there, they are. 34 power level gas trap.
So you just play this game to do the like quests and stuff, right? Like the main quest that they have to get V-Bucks.
Yeah, pretty much. To get V-Bucks or to get further in the game. Can they walk under that? They might still attack that, but the gas trap should kill them. Do you have one blue?
Ah, 5.
It's all good. Starting the objective. or voting for starting.
That's enough blue glow.
And we should be good. I don't think they can come from this way. Just in case, let's
You got
close
this,
this
man.
off.
Right now, I'm just getting a lot of materials to use. Could just.
Yeah, I think your base is just gonna kill them before they even get to the pyramid.
Yeah, just because of the electrified floors, I think that'll handle most of it. And then that one.
Isn't this thing called the base or whatever?
Yeah.
They're like thing they place on.
Yeah, it's the base. So that gas trap and then these, like, this super long walkway of electrified floors should kill just about everything before it even gets to us. The only thing we have to worry about is, like, the mist monsters and possibly some of the big guys. But even that's, yeah, it's down.
There's also an epic mini boss.
Oh, yeah,
Should be
so we'll have to
coming
kill
from
that.
Is it gonna be strong or weak?
I mean, compared to what we're used to fighting, weak, but compared to all the other enemies, it's gonna be pretty strong.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll do these like low power level missions, right? Just for the V-Bucks, right? Just like we're doing now. And it'll have like an epic mini boss, and they'll be really strong. It's weird. Like the other little, like the husks and everything else, will be really weak. You can like one-shot them and everything, right? But when the epic mini boss shows up, it's like really strong. Like takes too much shots.
Can I get Wait, can I get copper
I'm not
ore?
sure if that's because of the difficulty. But sometimes they'll just have like the difficulty on max already by
Can I
default.
get copper ore? Or no?
I dropped you 30.
Huh?
I dropped you 30 over here if you want to come get it.
Okay, where are you though? Right near to a
Epic,
survivor.
you want it? You want that copper ore?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was dropping
I
it.
do.
okay.
I'm at where the mission's taking place.
Can I have it? Can I grab the copper ore?
30, right? So you drop them?
I dropped 30. Do you need
I
copper
need
ore?
one, so I don't know.
I need it. I need it.
It's down there.
Thanks. Yeah, I can do it. Thank you.
No problem. Man. Anything else? I don't need that. There's 2 and a little bit more stacks of rough ore if somebody wants to pick that up.
Wow.
29
Just
silver. if
how?
somebody wants it.
Do you have any coal?
No, I use too much coal. They'll die before they even make it here. Most likely. There's 2 weapons if you want those too.
Where?
Right
Oh.
below me.
The rocket slide.
stuff I don't really use, so.
They don't use copper ore that much, or you do?
I don't really use copper ore, but I like to keep a little bit on me just in case. Like, did I use some of that gas trap? Nah, but I do use some of the lower materials sometimes, like when I'm in this kind of mission. There's the mini boss.
Just been waiting for the mini boss.
I'll go and cargo
I
fast.
need my... Wow, you finished him so fast.
Alright, well this mission's just about over now.
Here, have this. What do I have? I can't drop it. I can't drop this. Wow. I can't drop that triangle pyramid thing. Okay, well, that is good.
Yeah, no, it's a schematic at the end of the quest. You can't drop it.
Do you have any blast powder?
I use that too much. You have any of what? Guess I could have been farming mats this whole time. Probably
That's what I've been doing.
use.
That's what I've been doing.
Nicely done, Commander.
Good game. Yeah, I don't see that guy playing for long. The kid that we were just in the match with.
Why do you say that?
I mean, he's saying he spends a lot of time trading and has already gotten scammed like 10 times. Yeah, I don't see him playing long. Those are the two types of people that usually don't stick with it. And it also seems like super little kids, like squeakers like that, don't tend to get very far. Like most of the people that that make it to the way late game are like older people.
Yeah.
she is. Send out an expedition. So yeah, I think I already checked. I guess if we go to private, there's going to be more missions open in Twine Peaks as well, so I might check that before but I might be close to jumping over. Oh, somebody posted on Instagram something. Let me change us to private right quick and see if there's maybe another V-Bucks mission we can do. Oh! I always do that. Go just one too far. Join party. My bad. I meant to change this to private instead of public, and accidentally left the party because they're so close together. Alright, so we're in private. Let's go to Twine Peaks and see. Nope, they're still closed off to me. Oh, I got another comment. Just 1 second and I will read that comment. Let's see. Yo, what's up, man? I have no idea how to say your name, otherwise otherwise I would try and say that, but I'm not even gonna try. Let's see. Oh, there is a 40 V-Bucks mission in Twine Peak. Alright, so we'll do that. And then I'll try and hop over to Battle Royale. Let me double check. So I thought I checked all these before we did that last mission and didn't see any, but I guess I missed that.
And I think they fixed that like menu screen thing, cause I can see what you're like looking at.
Yeah, what I'm looking at now. Yeah, I only saw this one as the only one.
I think they fixed that. Yeah, 40 V-Bucks, 115 candy, hero XP.
Yeah.
They're at perk up gold. Yeah.
All right, so we're in.
That's weird. I guess it was just a bug or something.
Yeah, there's so many things that
I'm
they
glad
like
they fixed
just
it.
randomly
Yeah.
mess up. Let's see. I'll play tomorrow.
Or do you get that
bro.
audio glitch too, where it's like it
subs.
does this like slashing
Alright,
audio
thanks, man.
sound?
What was that? Sorry, Storm. I was talking to the guy on YouTube. He was saying he'll play tomorrow and help me with subs. I mean, thanks, man. It's generous of you.
There's an like, do you get that audio glitch where it's like this like slashing sound, like this bashing like sound? Do you
Like
get
a
that?
static almost.
Yeah, something like that.
I
It's like,
rarely
you know how
get
when
that.
you like hit zombies with your like a sword or something, just like slashing sounds or whatever.
Oh no, I don't get that at all.
It's like you're not doing like no one's like near you, and you're not using a melee weapon, but you can still hear it. It just continuously does that.
The closest
Weird.
thing I could say to that is that the hoverboard sometimes, if you use a hoverboard and then you get off
yeah,
of
that
it, or
too.
if you get hit off of it, yeah, that's the closest audio glitch I've
Yeah,
seen
that
in
too.
the game to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you want to go for this? You being a 45, do you want to try and have me solo this 88 power level mission? You think we can do it?
Yeah, I mean, the other one was what, 64, I think.
Alright, we're going for it. We'll
Only
try
10
it.
more levels.
I'm gonna just be using a lot of traps though. That's pretty much the key to trying to win this. So that'll put me up to. Oh, I'm getting close to 4,000 V-Bucks again, so that's awesome. But yeah, man. So you play a lot, I'm assuming. Play a lot of Save the World, or are you more a battle royale kind of guy? Had to take a drink there for a second. I usually tend to try and talk to the people that are, watching on YouTube. It's a lot more entertaining for me to have a conversation with people than it is to
Stand by
just
for an important
be
weather
playing the
alert.
game. Which one was
Okay,
this one again?
category
Oh,
three.
category
We can
3
do
by the
this.
storm.
We'll be defending 3 atlases. Search the zone for the targets and place those atlases when you're ready.
That is a storm chest. This is it.
There's a storm chest over there.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and find the 3 atlases first. You want to be looking for blue glow. It should be marked on the maps. Do that. If I had an excess of mats, I'd just build up to where I could see it being low. There's 2 blue. I guess I'll just go. Yeah, this is looking sketchy, man. I don't know about this. That Smasher did some work on me.
I mean, we can play if you want.
No, I mean, I'm still gonna give it a try. I'm still gonna try and do this.
Yeah, so these guys were doing a ton of damage to me. I mean, I can still kill them, like I can still do damage to them, as long as I don't get hit. I think that'll be fine. I'm just gonna
it looks like he dipped out in the live stream. Found it.
Target located.
Yeah, you just found it too.
On the target when you're ready. In this case, we'll need to build up to place the Atlas laser. Bonus challenge is now available.
If you have extra wood, could you upgrade that platform over there?
Yep.
Or not that platform, the legs to the tower that we had to build up to the atmosphere.
Just the legs, right?
Yeah, just the legs, just the very bottom legs.
Sorry.
Let's see. Oh, that's not. Let these electrified floors do some work for us. Oop, if you can break these, this brick floor, that'd be great. Alright, then I need to be making as many of these as I can make. Here, I'm gonna mute myself right quick, and I will be right back while I'm letting these traps craft. Traps. I'm back.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just
Alright.
cleaning out this whole area.
I just wanted to make sure you could. If you can't hear me, the occasional viewer that stops in wouldn't be able to hear me. Alright, so that's all of the steel I and that was just the right amount to cover it all. Sweet. Guess I use brick for this. Make some gas traps for those. mats.
Yeah, just what do you need? Comment.
Just if you are over here and see what I did to.
Yep, I'm fine.
You see what I did
Yeah,
to
I can
this
just drop you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that would probably be better anyways, because I think it takes me less.
What do you need? What do you need?
Just whatever you don't need. Alright, thank you.
You need more, I have 4K brick too. So. Just drop you off. Need. So these guys just continuously spawn? They just keep spawning.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
I'll
like
just deal with them.
roaming, what do they call them? Roaming waves, basically.
It's
Walk
to
around.
keep you from like AFKing, right?
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, you can't die anyway, so it's like...
Yeah, that's why I said kind of. They kind of keep you from going
I
in.
see.
Oh, I'm out of nuts and bolts, that's why.
I have fun. Hold up. Just going with these guys.
That's fine.
What do you need? Nuts and bolts, right?
Yeah, I just haven't been playing as an Outlander much lately, so I'm kind of running low.
Yeah, I have a ton.
Thank you. So we're about ready to start. Yeah. The only real pain in the butt is going to be flankers. That was all the traps I could. So I guess we'll just start it up. See how this goes.
That's enough blue glow.
Do some editing.
So you had a blue glow? Okay. I was gonna say there's a typing over here. You could type in stuff.
I got it when I was looking around the map for them.
Okay. Oh, you started it? Oh, alright. I wish you gave me a bit more time because I need to craft that weapon.
My bad.
Okay. But I think I can craft it faster. So,
Smash. blown. Probably should have been here.
There's another smasher on me. Elements.
Fired.
Oh, and I'm dead.
And
Oh, bomb bounced. I think that, yeah, I'm pretty sure lasers are the worst. I hate them more than anything else.
I mean, this could be worse. Not losing yet, so still got 5 minutes and 35 seconds. But yeah. The mini boss is the thing I'm worried about. I'm coming to get you.
I'm just primarily like focusing on the big guys. These big guys and all that. Can you kill the thinger?
And there's a propane wave coming in right now. Got me. Both down.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to respawn all the way back.
Oh, they're hitting the,
Damage.
they're hitting the one that's up there. There's nothing we can do from there.
Drop the bait.
Cold dead hands off our lasers!
That's the one they're hitting, right? It's just that one that's
Yep,
exposed.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we had like 3 players throwing guys on us, so that's why.
Cold dead hands off our lasers!
There's another.
Oh, there's the mini boss, and I'm about to...
Focus on the sniper, I think. He's only gonna be.
What was that?
Focus on the sniper.
It's gonna pop.
Yeah, he's on. Over here.
Yeah.
In the box. Here, focus him. I'm gonna... Oh, yeah?
Where'd he get? Where did he go?
Wait,
Oh, he's inside.
Okay.
He teleported inside.
Yeah, falling left. Forecast. Short thing. Come again, come again.
I got him. Or, we got him.
Yeah. Back up, back up.
So, I guess there's flingers. Is that what's going on? Yeah, there's flingers.
Yeah, keep it right there. You deal with them. I'll try to deal with,
Where's the other flinger? I got the one on this side.
I'm not sure. Oh, okay.
Ah, we're good.
That's alright, just, yeah. I'll just re. I think we got this.
Yeah, only a minute left. I don't think anything too crazy can happen between now and then.
So if one Atlas goes down, does it like fail the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But the exposed
I
one's
would
fine.
focus. Let's try to focus on C and try to protect C.
C is just flingers. That's all you gotta look out
Okay,
for.
okay.
Just anytime
There's
you
one over
see
here.
her
I mean,
Alright, I'm coming to get this one over here. Alright, and you said there's one over there?
shooting.
I'm coming. Yeah, you need a melee weapon for him.
Yeah. Well, I have some shaman, but I don't have
Just
the
even
equipment now.
anything will be more effective than a gun. You can
Oh,
have
really?
a super weak,
Oh, wow.
yeah, super weak melee weapon is still better than a gun against them.
I don't know.
Yeah, we got it. Oh, come on. Outpacing me by a little bit. Alright, well, we did it.
It wasn't pretty. Oh, we did it.
Yeah, wasn't pretty, but we got it. Well, I mean, none of them took damage other than
Except for C,
right?
yeah.
Which was just because of flinkers, which I can't be everywhere at once to kill them, so. But we got it. Good. Not too bad, not too bad. Alright.
Well, that's the most XP I've ever gotten. 2.1 really. Damn.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about. It's like play the strongest power level missions you can with XP boosts on. That's how you get the most XP. Just doing that. Hey, what's up? Got a viewer again. Got up to 2 people, it looks like. I don't know what's going on with my stream on YouTube. It just seems to be lagging behind a little bit. Just did a 88 power level mission between me and a power level like 45 guy, so got it done though. Why doesn't it show? Let's see, 2 watching now. Started streaming less than a minute ago. That does not make any sense because I've definitely been streaming for more than a minute.
Oh, did you buy the new dire skin as well?
Yeah, I already bought it. I got it. I haven't upgraded it yet. It looks to be pretty good though. It gives life leech.
Yeah, people are
as
saying it's good. I've seen
Yeah.
like gameplay and shit, like reviews on that.
It definitely
Seeing if I
seems
should
good.
get it or not. Because since I'm a low power level, I'm just trying to, you know, be careful with my goal. Trying to spend it wisely.
Well, I mean, like I said last time, I just did not mean to do that. Once this loads up, then I'll.
But you said to buy anyways, right? If I have
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
'Cause
pretty much all of those.
It's
you
like
wanna buy.
limited time.
Yeah.
And it's like you never know. It might be like the best. Because I heard there's a new hero like system coming.
Oh, there is.
Somewhere around
Update?
like yeah,
Okay. That should be
somewhere
awesome.
beginning of 2019, something like that. I'm not really
Okay.
sure.
Who knows? All right, so that was all
That should be pretty
the
cool.
that was all the V-Bucks missions. So I'm probably gonna hop over to Battle Royale and try and get some of those weekly missions done.
Alright,
Um,
I'll just stay here, try to grind.
all right, good luck, man.
Try to level up. Yeah.
Alright, peace. So let's leave that, and then let's go over to Battle Royale. Select game mode. But yeah, if anybody stopping in the live stream wants to play with me or wants to wants to leave some comments, if my live stream is working again, which it appears that it is, then I should be able to communicate with you guys. But for some reason, I started using my phone so that way I can view you guys' comments instead of a laptop. But that doesn't seem to be working as well. The only reason I'm using my phone is it's easier to start up. Like I can start a live stream and get on YouTube on my phone and watch the live stream within like a few minutes, versus a computer that I often have to start up and click through all this stuff. It takes like 5 minutes that way. So a minute versus 5, you know, it's minimal amount of time, but it's still faster. So especially when cramming, getting close to midterms like we're getting, it's kind of busy. So ooh, 7 ammo boxes in one match. Headshot damage to opponents. Yeah, that'll just happen on its own. Single match. That should be easy. Destroy trees. Okay, so I need to land in Wailing Woods. Good to know. Falling. Okay, rings should be easy. Consume 5 apples. Got to keep that in mind. So Wailing Woods looks like it's the place to go. Or no, mushrooms are in Wailing Woods. Still no comments from the viewer who's deciding to stick around. Thank you, by the way. Eliminate opponents in Pleasant Park. Alright, so I'm thinking Wailing Woods is going to be my first game. We're going to go to solo, so that way I'm not dealing with a bunch of people like, oh, why are you talking to live stream, not paying attention to the team. It's just easier to deal with solo. And I can, you know, talk about a bunch of nothing while I'm trying to play here. So let's see, what should we talk about? Any suggestions from the guy who's watching? Something I should just talk about while I'm playing solo? Might actually, while I'm loading into this round, pull up the live stream on my laptop and see if I can get a more clear chat going. But yeah, if you got any recommendations, I mean, I'll talk about anything. You might not like what I have to say about it, but I'll talk about anything. Even if I don't know anything about it, I'll try and talk about it. Let's go to Firefox. Alright, so I'm thinking Wailing Woods, get some trees and possibly some apples. I think it's just going to be mushrooms though, mostly. But we'll try it. I like how they've set it up in a triangle like this now. It's pretty nice. Or like a Christmas tree-esque shape. Got it. So now trees, ammo boxes, apples. I need to keep that in mind. So I think we're going to land in the middle because I don't see anybody else coming with us at this moment. So I think landing in the middle is a safe bet. Oh, they changed this place up, that's for sure. I wonder if there's even... Oh yeah, they added an underground bunker here too. Forgot about that. Well, there should still be some ammo boxes here. Here, a chest. Check that out. So the chest is probably in that. Guess getting a gun might be a good idea just in case. So somebody sniped out that way to the left. Huh. Alright, well, I wonder what that's going to lead to in the future. They're experimenting on rifts now, it looks like. Oh yeah, I was going to try to... I think I'm safe down here in the bunker. It is a bunker, after all. Let's go to YouTube. And that's something I can talk about, blabber about while I play some solos about prepping. Prepping's... I don't think it's as big. I think it kind of died down. People don't really seem to be caring as much anymore. I think probably has to do with... let's actually get the live stream brought up on the computer before I start talking about that. Oh yeah, I was gonna change my name. I need to do that sooner or later. change my channel name to reflect the content I make more so than command tower doesn't really fit. Alright, so there we go. So now, alright, I got a better one going now. Alright, so now I should be able to see what you guys say, if you guys say anything. But, yeah, I guess I can talk about prepping for a little while. I don't know, there's a bunch of people that like to prep, as in like prep for a doomsday, like to buy guns and build underground bunkers and all this stuff. I think it's an interesting issue because it's like, can you prepare for everything? I mean, I'm sure if you've got plenty of money, you can prepare for everything or in anything. But to the average person, they don't just have, you know, $500,000 to build basically a home underground. So it's kind of one of those things that it's like, it's a lot of money. If an apocalypse never does happen, are you really willing to waste? Well, at that point, almost literally waste, because you would never use it in your lifetime, that underground bunker. And to be the most prepared, technically speaking, you would need to get food. Basically, you would be committing from this day forward to eat nothing but like MREs and that type of like last 5 year type of food rations, which is kind of, I mean, I've eaten a lot of that stuff and it's not the best food. Oh yeah, I need to be searching those. So there's one. But yeah, the main reason why I say that is because to be the most prepared, if they last for 5 years, you basically want to buy enough to feed your entire family for 5 years. And then they would just eat that non-stop, because if you just buy it, otherwise it'll just go to waste. So basically you buy it and eat it, and then be restocking, so that way if anything does go down, you're automatically prepared for the next 5 years and have food. Which is something not a lot of people do. They'll buy enough to last them, say, 90 days, and then they just, they never buy any rations again, until those go bad. Whoops. Which is a flawed idea, because what if, come on, that's the only thing I don't like about Builder Pro, is you've got to be on the right thing to edit it. Anyways, but yeah, that's one thing that not a lot of people do, that they should, and then they call themselves preppers. If they're actually preppers, they should know that that's what they should do. Not a lot of people take it too serious. A lot of people like call themselves or act like they're preppers, just because they have like rations saved up, and those are usually the people that don't stock up on a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of people that prepare for different things, and I don't know, with the way our society is set up, I don't think you have to really worry about too much nowadays. Pretty much the only apocalypse situation I would really worry about is because almost killed him. I think he's just running at this point. Well, I'm glad I heard that. Yeah, at this point though, I don't think there's a whole lot you really have to prep for. Just because of the way our society is set up, I think you're pretty much good on everything. Like, flooding, usually you're going to have enough advance warning to get out of there. So you don't really have to worry about like sealing your house off for water, like all the expensive options. There's just better ways to get around it nowadays. If you live in a big city, you have to worry about riots, so that's a thing that you might want to worry about. Might want to stock up for and be prepared for. That is a storm coming in, and I did not get any apples. So let's grab one of these cubes and get the F out of here. So it looks like the only progress I actually made on the weekly challenge is getting trees, because I was too busy in that underground bunker. But yeah, so in cities that might be something you actually have to worry about, is like mobs and riots. But if you live in a fairly secluded place, it's not something you actually have to worry about and be prepared for. No matter what type of prepping you're doing, even flood prepping, if that's like, you say you live near the coast and that's what you want to prep for, being a prepper. Even that, I would recommend, no matter what type of prepping you're doing, is getting guns. Mainly because in any type of hardship, people go crazy. And when people go crazy, they tend to, you'll tend to need to defend yourself against those crazy people. And let's get out of this storm, please. So, to defend yourself, the easiest tool, because guns are tools, the easiest tool to defend yourself would be a gun. You can reach out there and touch people versus having a knife or a sword. You have to get right up close to them, and you have to be more skilled than the other person. Even a gun, someone less skilled, if you have, like, say if you go up against a Navy SEAL and the apocalypse, if he doesn't know you're there, as long as you get him the first shot, it doesn't matter how skilled he is, you still win that fight. Which is kind of the good thing. I think it's like Thomas Edison uses the quote that guns are the great equalizer among men, which is very true. I mean, people complain all the time, like, oh, well, you just want guns. Your guns would never do anything against the military if the military decided to come in and take your guns. Well, they're coming into your home. You're the one that has the advantage. You have the tactical advantage. You know the layout. You know how everything's set up. It's people act like it wouldn't be a fair fight, but I mean, it would be it would definitely be a shit show. A lot of people would die. That's for sure. But the other thing you have to worry about is that, well, not worry about. The other thing you have to take into consideration is that the army that would be invading you are citizens. They're families. They could be having to invade their own family. So chances are that would never happen. But if it ever did happen, I think people are a little bit pessimistic as to how that fight would go. A lot of, like, the more left-leaning people view it as a chance fighting our own military. Again, it's kind of one of those things, like, whenever you go into a foreign country, I think you cannot argue at all that America is way more prepared and vastly more, I guess, tactical. We're way more savvy at combat than the Afghani population as Americans. But because they have the home field advantage and they're willing to do any means necessary type of fighting with IEDs and stuff, they've been, you know, wreaking havoc. Let's see if I can kill this guy. And lag is super killer right now. Anyways, but yeah, so they've been messing us up overseas, messing Americans up overseas, because, again, they have the home field advantage, and they're willing to do anything necessary, versus the military, and that might go out the window with, if it became a type of Civil War type issue, that could change. But the military has a strict code of combat, like, of what they have to do, like engagement distances and that kind of stuff. They have rules to follow. Versus citizens, if we were fighting the military, we have no rules. We're just trying to fight for our lives. So I think it would be similar to the Afghani thing. I think it would work, but I think also the Afghani population, you have a lot of, like, women and children that just don't really care about the conflict. They're just there. I think if it became a civil war here, you have a lot of very passionate rednecks and Republicans that would definitely see to it that even the women and children would be armed to defend themselves. Because I think a lot of them just, they care about their kids. I'm not saying they don't care about their family. That's not what I'm saying. But I think that I think that their version of caring is handing their kids a gun. I don't think that'll take too much damage. I'm just going to heal up with the bandages. Oh, come on, give me those shields. But I think it's kind of one of those things that that everybody would be armed. So it'd be basically the military would always have to be on guard no matter where they went to be ready for a fight. Because I think any citizen, they'd have to basically, even kids, they'd have to be worried about. The same as overseas. Even kids, they have to worry about. Women less so than kids, because kids. The Afghanis seem to like to use kids for either fighting or for not even fighting necessarily, but for like IEDs. They like to put IEDs on kids because they know soldiers are less likely to shoot kids. If they see a guy walking up to a truck, like a truck that soldiers are in, they're more likely to say, hey, don't come any closer or we're going to shoot you, or get that translated, or, you know, fire a warning shot, whatever they're going to do. Versus a kid, a lot of times the kids, they like come up and beg for food because, you know, life's hard over there. And the soldiers are like, yeah, you know, we'll help them out because, you know, it makes us feel good. We're in a place where we don't want to be, having to do things we don't want to do, and it makes us feel like shitty people, so we're going to be kind when we can. Sometimes that kindness bites them in the ass, because some of those kids, not all the kids are there to be good kids, a lot of them. Sometimes they're employed or convinced to do things that they don't understand the consequences to, or maybe they do, but, you know, it's just kind of wrong to have a kid run up with an IED. Oh, get sniped at. Where are you at? Where are you at? Alright. Overshot all of those. Well, thank you. Oh gosh. Okay, so there's a heavy sniper that way. What? Where is he? I hear him somewhere. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. I need to hide. Yeah, there we go. Kill him. He's got to come out first, I believe. Let's let him come on out. There we go. And there we go. That didn't go exactly as planned, but it went good enough. Hopefully I don't get shot by somebody in that tower. I just want to get in the zone. So I'm definitely not getting the 7 ammo crates. So I can't really take those trees down either, otherwise people know exactly where I'm at, which is not really hiding much because running right through the middle of the field, and there's only 5 people left. Bad lag spike, and there's probably somebody up on the mountain, isn't there? Ooh. Coming from all directions. Where you at? He probably is cresting that hill over there, so I can't see him going that way. Ooh! Oh, okay. Okay, let's get back in the box. He got me with the sniper. So I got the headshot damage. Like I said, that one was going to be easy. I guess we'll just watch this one out because it's 4 left. So there was somebody up there like I thought, and I didn't hit them once. But yeah, so I don't think a fight, if it became a fight, would be as devastating as a lot of people want to make it out to be. And, I knew I should have placed the trap in there. I knew I should have. Pretty accurate shots with that suppressed sniper, or with that suppressed sniper. But yeah, so guns are pretty much always useful. So that's the thing I feel most comfortable talking about with prepping, because if I'm talking about zombie apocalypse, if that were a thing to happen, if I'm talking about that, that's not applicable in every situation. Not every situation is going to be a zombie apocalypse. Not everybody needs to know information about, you know, what I think would be best for prepping for a zombie apocalypse. So it's kind of one of those things. Guns, pretty much no matter what the apocalypse is or what the thing you're prepping for is, guns are pretty much always going to be useful. Nice. do it. I mean, he's making a lot of noise, so people know, definitely know he's up here. That's for sure. He has high ground though, so that's one advantage he has. I'm at 200 and something ping, and it's only me at the house. It's a bit crazy. I mean, that's a strategy now. That's the thing, that glider, being able to deploy your glider no matter what, is kind of a ridiculous thing to me. He needs to check the trees. That's what he needs to check. Those two trees. Oh, right there. There you go. Just told you where he's at. And you just gave up the high ground. But yeah, guns are one of those things that no matter what, you're gonna have a use for them. Even if a worst case scenario, an apocalyptic type situation, or a situation that would require those guns. Even in the worst case scenario, I mean, or not worst case scenario, but even if like that never happens, guns are always gonna be worth something. They tend to rise with inflation. As long as they're kept in decent quality. So it's kind of like gold in that sense, that like gold kind of always has a value, regardless of what the economic situations are. The more hardship there is, the more people want to turn towards guns. It's kind of one of those, like the people who, or whenever Democrats get elected, the scare tactic of making guns go up in price. It's kind of one of those things that like guns will always have value. Will always be worth something. Nice. He's only got one more, so we died to the winner. Wow. You lose. Oh my gosh. So apparently the lag is not just on my end. It might just be the servers overall right now are being really bad, because there is no way he should have missed any of those shots. At all. But yeah, guns are one of those things that, it's like gold, it'll always have a value. Like, no matter what the situation is, it'll always have a value. So you can kind of see it as an investment. But then to talking about what gun you should buy, that's another question all on its own. So if you intend to use the gun, my preferred answer for what gun somebody should buy. 1 second. Alright, so it does look like we ended up getting killed by the winner, and I'm actually probably going to shut off the live stream and pick up this conversation next time. I've got homework I need to get on and other things I need to get to, so I will see you guys later.